Hi, Aniket.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Good evening. I am very good, sir.
Mr. Chakravarti, Mr. Gautam Goswami, Aditya, Mansi, Lina,
Good evening.
to all of you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mansi. दो डिवाइस से लॉगिन किया क्या आपने?
Yes, sir. Actually, my laptop has camera problem. So, and my mobile, whenever the call comes, it becomes on mute. So, just to facilitate both your protocols, so I had to use both the devices in order to overcome this.
Arvind Badya, good evening. Mahesh, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Arvind Badya. Who else has to come?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
So just give me minutes, sir. I'll join back. I'll just stop my video for a while. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Arvind Kadam has to join. I'll just remind him. Raju has to join. Ganesh has to join. Manahar ji आएंगे क्या? नहीं. Yeah. So, since last time we didn't had formal introductions and all, can I request each one of you to introduce yourself? Gautam Goswami, we can start with you.
Yeah. Good evening to all of you. I'm Gautam Goswami. I'm basically a mechanical engineer, passed out in 1988. So I've done my mechanical engineering from Vadodara, Gujarat, from MS University. Thereafter, I joined Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals, which is a fertilizer industry, Gujarat government's enterprise. I worked there till 2007. Thereafter, I resigned from there and I started my own business for dealership and all. 2010, then I somehow it did not click, so I shifted to SAP in IT field, and from there I was an SAP MM consultant. From consultant SAP MM, I rose and finally up to 2020, 21. And that is 20 July. I have been associated with a lot of industries in IT field with Birlasoft, with KPIT. I was there with Detroit and so on, 3-4 companies I have joined. And finally in 2020 July, I resigned from there and now I'm a freelancer in SAP MM. I do all the trainings of SAP MM as a trainer, a corporate trainer, and also academic trainer. So I have presently I have 2-3 assignments already running. I have Tech Mahindra freshers. I'm training them. Tech Mahindra freshers. There are SAP MM.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Aniket, introduce yourself, your little background in terms of education experience, and
Sir, I have already introduced myself in the last session.
do it once again. No problem.
Okay, okay, sir. So basically, I
30 seconds में 30 seconds में
yeah, yeah. So I have been a part of BPO industry, BPO domain for about 10 years, and this was mainly into quality domain. So that is the reason I am looking for ISO certification into QMS.
Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, I'm resident of Pune, sir.
Okay. Aditya.
Yeah, good evening. Myself is Aditya Jain from Kolkata. I am a MSc in microbiology and I have 10 years of experience. I've worked with companies like Eureka Foods, Amrit Hatcheries, and Maple Octec. And I've worked in basically the laboratory and the quality department of all the companies.
Wonderful. Lena.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I am Reena Jadhav. I am from Mulund, Mumbai. My education, I am a B Chemical. Also, I am a postgraduate in operations management. I have 6 years of professional experience. I have worked in the Cipla Pharma Suzlon Energy Limited for the 6 years. So this is my introduction. Thank you.
Good. Nice. Manohar.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Manohar Pandya. I am working with Amul since last 33 years. And I am BSc Chemistry. I am working as a superintendent
Wonderful.
in quality control.
Wonderful. Raju.
Greeting to all of you. My name is Vendu Suvarna Raju. I am basically from Machilipatnam, India, from India. Basically, last 12 years I've been working in Saudi Arabia, and also Aramco approved BID quality inspector and Aramco approved quality manager. Basically, from my education is BE mechanical engineering from Andhra University, and later I have 2 children and 1 wife, and both my children are studying intermediate. Later my awards are that I am as a approved Aramco inspector and SABIC project engineer also. These are the great awards and achievements from my side. And my ambition is to become a lead art inspector. Why? Because I know the specialty and importance of this art lead course. This I want to become a best tutor from my side. Thank you very much.
Good. So who came first in your life, your children or your wife?
My wife, sir. My wife first. Sorry.
No, you said that I have 2 children and also a wife. So
yeah, sir.
I was curious, how to produce children before wife comes. You should have told me some secrets, I would have also experimented with that. Now, going to Saudi will help? No.
No, sir. I brought them Saudi also. 2008.
Mahesh.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hi, good evening. I'm Mahesh. I'm from Bangalore. I have 30 plus years of experience into operations management, especially with the banking sector, finance operations, and transaction management. I'm a Six Sigma certified backward consultant, and just now I'm learning ISO 9000 and 2015 and quality standards as well. This is my background. Thank you.
Raj Kumar.
Greetings to all of you. My name is Raj Kumar. I started my career as a direct recruit officer at Bank of Baroda, then moved on to LIC. I was with LIC, grew about 3-4 steps, went up to the level of a divisional manager before I got a good offer from Allianz. I joined Allianz and then moved into Bajaj Allianz. I was there as head of training. I was in the level of a senior VP, and then I decided to quit and start something on my own. I was more into training in my last assignment, but basically I'm from the life insurance domain. Thank you.
Arvind Badde.
Good evening. I am Arvind from Bangalore. I am an electrical engineer and have a diploma in mechanical engineering, also a graduation in commerce. So all my experience is into operations and consultancy. I worked in hotel industry with large group of hotels for a number of years. Total experience with 12 years in hotel industry. Then I moved into facility management, then into project management and consultancy. So I've been now many countries on my work. I was in Dubai for around 15 years. My kids grew up in Dubai. So I'm back in India in 2015. Then I've been associated with a couple of companies. I work with major MNCs as well as international companies. Currently, I'm working with ODC.
Good, thank you. Arvind Kadam.
Good evening, everybody. I am a postgraduate of chemistry, and I worked for 15 years in pharma companies. I have worked in several multinationals. My role initially was in quality control laboratory, and then I slowly moved to R&D. So research and development basically is my core area. In that also slowly my role changed to quality and documentation, basically SOPs. And in my last assignment, I was looking after quality and documentation. And for last 4 months, I have been associated with ODC APTS as associate director. So I lost my job actually an year back. So I was looking for such an opportunity in QMS where I can build my career independently as an independent professional. So this was the best opportunity. So for last 4 months, I am working with ODC APTS as associate director and looking forward to have a good career with ODC APTS. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mansi.
Hi everyone, this is Mansi, and I started my journey with HCL in Noida, and thereafter, as a senior executive in technical, I was on the payroll of Religare Ranbaxy. Thereafter, I was on payroll of Exchanging company, which is now called DXC, and there I had taken and I was a lead auditor and lead implementer of various sites and Exchanging itself in the compliance role. So I was handling my project at Asia Pacific level.
Thank you so much. So the agenda for today was discussing clauses. So we'll start with clause number 4. And I want, can you all open the clause, the standard on your laptop, please? Please read the standard, then we'll discuss. Lina, you have the standard with you? Lina? Am I audible, Lina?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you have the standard copy with you? Unmute
No,
kariye,
sir.
Lina. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the.
Just hold on, I'll forward it. You didn't go through the recording, Lina?
Yes, I watched that recording.
Huh?
Yeah, I went through the recording.
हाँ उसमें बोला था ना. Okay. Have you got it in the group now? Again, I have sent the standard. Mahesh, can you read out the standard 4.1?
Yes, sir. The organization shall determine external and internal issues that are relevant to its purpose and its strategic direction and that affects its ability to achieve the intended results of its quality management system. The organization shall monitor and review information about these external and internal issues. One, issues can include positive and negative factors or conditions for consideration. Note 2, understanding the external context can be facilitated by considering issues arising from legal, technological, competitive, market, cultural, social, and economic environment, whether international, national, regional, or local. Note 3, understanding the internal context can be facilitated by considering issues related to value, culture, knowledge, and performance of the organization.
Okay. Mr. Rajkumar Chakravarti.
Yes, sir.
Can you read the standard?
Repeat the same thing. Go to 4.2.
Yes, sir.
4.2, you want me to move?
4.1 only. 4.1.
Yeah. Understanding the organization and its context. The organization shall determine external and internal issues that are relevant to its purpose and its strategic direction and that affect its ability to achieve the intended results of its quality management system. The organization shall monitor and review information about these external and internal issues. There are three notes. Note 1 is issue can include positive and negative factors or conditions for consideration. Note 2, understanding the external context can be facilitated by considering issues arising from legal, technological, competitive, market, cultural, social, and economic environments, whether international, national, regional, or local. Note 3, understanding the internal context can be facilitated by considering issues related to values, culture, knowledge, and performance of the organization.
Good. So what I want is there are three requirements we will understand for each of the clause. Number one, what is the implementation requirement? Number two, what is the documentation requirement? Number three, what is the auditing requirement? If you are a trainer or if you are a consultant, you should look at what an organization should implement. You should look at what an organization should kind of documentation they should do. And if you're an auditor, you should also look at what are the things you will look for in terms of auditing. I'll give you about 3 minutes time to each one of you. Please spell out, I request, please spell out what would you do in terms of implementation, what kind of documentation you would prescribe, and what would be your audit questions. I'll give you 3 minutes time. Please think over and then we'll talk. Against 4.1, what should we implement? Against 4.1, what kind of documentation we need? If you want to audit 4.1, what are the audit questions you'll ask, or what you will audit? As an auditor, we all have to be thinkers. So I'm pushing you hard to think.
Stay ahead with credit. Manage your credit card all in one place. Don't miss the date on your bills. Stay safe.
पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ, तुमसे तो हम पर मिले थे कभी से, जाने हमारा आगे क्या होगा, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ, तुमसे तो हम पर मिले थे कभी से, जाने हमारा आगे क्या होगा, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ।
Yes. So, who would like to speak? Who would like to speak? Unmute yourself and speak. Yeah. Mahesh. See, the more interaction you have, more
Yes.
learning you'll have.
So let me put it in, the understanding of this context is we need to see the external internal issues that are relevant to the purpose of an organization, correct? So based on that, we need to identify what are the implementation and what are the documentation required and what are the audit questions. Is my understanding is correct, sir?
Yeah. Okay.
So having said that, the implementation requirement is first to what to be like. I think it is better I start with the audit question, then it will comes for the document. So first, I will be asking one question stating that what are the issues what they are facing with and after understanding the purpose of the organization. What are the burning issues they are facing, whether it is with respect to quality or rejection or customer service. So in that, then we will identify whether it is an internal issues or external issues. So my audit questions will be based on that. So post that, I will be coming into the documentation. What kind of a documentation do they have with respect to that particular answer? So what kind of reports they are having? I mean, the organization is having or the department is having with respect to the quality related reports or so I will go through the documentation, the reports. Then I will see what can be implemented.
Okay. Kadam.
Sir,
if you can tell me,
yeah,
what is the, yeah. Please.
I will require some more time to think, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Can I give a try? Lena?
Yes, sir. First of all, as an auditor, I will make sure means context of the organization means I will try to understand what type of organization, what is the size of the organization, what are the services products offered by the organizations. So it will be the preliminary that I will understand about the organization.
Okay.
Do we like ask them questions regarding their external international, like external internal customers related to internal customers, issues related to external customers, like that? Do we go on like that?
No, just hold on. I was preparing notes for you all to capture this.
So we can have two questions, requirement of the standard here.
बोलिए.
Like with clause 4.11, did the organization determine external and internal issues relevant to its purpose? 1 and 2, like, does the organization monitor and review information about internal and external issues relevant to its purpose?
So I'll just 1 minute. Are there? What are the implementation requirements you think an organization need to look at?
Basically, I would say their policy probably which would give us an idea on their purpose, direction they are looking at. So based on that, we can,
Okay. Mr. Chakravarti, what do you think an organization should implement once you read the standard, this clause? Mr. Chakravarti?
So first of all, I would like to know from the organization what is the purpose of this organization and where are the planning, what are they planning to, how they're planning to take it forward, and
Okay. Can we follow this flow? What is an organization expected to do in terms of implementation? What an organization is expected to do in terms of documentation? What an organization is what is an organization? No. The third question would be in auditing. What kind of questions you'll ask based on these two things which you have to discuss? So I want you to think. I'm not in a hurry because I want you to understand, because whether it is ISO 9000 or 14000, the model, the way approach has to be same. So I'm trying to make you comfortable. Maybe initially you'll take some time, but after some time you'll be master.
So, should I try?
Yeah.
क्या नाम है?
Gautam.
बोलिए sir.
Yeah. So first thing we'll try to understand we'll try to first analyze ourselves what we are going for an implementation. We will do our own study. Say for example what the products they are having and what are the service. When we are in the implementation, we will ask the user about their processes. What are their processes? And what challenges they are facing, what are they facing, a standard what they are doing, what
okay.
the project.
Mr. Gautam, can we be simple? मैं
we'll
आपसे बहुत simple तरह से नो नो सर, आप सवाल मत पूछिए।
हम्म।
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ
हम्म।
कि इस क्लॉज को पढ़ने के बाद में एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में? उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने
Resolve his
क्या
issue.
किया
Yeah.
होना
उसका his
what they
issues.
should have done,
Determine
what
their
they should have
issues,
done, determine their
internal and external issues.
Internal, yeah, internal means issues related to their techno means processes related to their what issues their challenges.
और क्या करना चाहिए?
Internally, their manpower, do they have any with their any issues with their manpower? That type, internal type. Externally, in the market related, they say, what challenges about the competitors?
Mr. Gautam.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you read this again?
So basically, it is talking of the issues.
They should be doing a SWOT analysis.
Yeah. About the internal and external issues. So first thing, determine what are the issues.
Yeah,
there.
the first thing is, but there was a party to my interaction with one of the client presentation. The first thing which an organization should do is SWOT analysis. You understand what is SWOT analysis, Mr. Patel?
Yeah. Strength, weaknesses.
So when you do SWOT analysis, you'll get capture the cultural aspects, the HR aspects, the overall organization का आपको पूरा निचोड़ आपको SWOT analysis में मिल जाएगा. That is the first thing which you should do. Mr. Rajkumar, have you understood?
Yes.
Then the second thing which an organization should do is kindly keep it muted, please. The second activity as an implementation, the organization under 4.1 clause should be doing is identifying the stakeholders and their needs and expectations. So if the stakeholders could be around 10, normally around 10 to 15 stakeholders would be there. If supplier is a stakeholder, what are their needs and what are their expectations? If investor is a stakeholder, what are their needs, what are their expectations? That is the second activity as a part of implementation they should be doing. The third thing which you have all mentioned is capture the issues affecting stakeholder requirements. So हर stakeholder का requirements meet होने के लिए क्या कैसे दिक्कतें आती हैं? So if you capture this, because the stakeholders, since the stakeholder is internal and external, so I'm not writing internal and external issues. As an organization, we need to know कि क्या-क्या दिक्कतें आती हैं अपने stakeholders को. Have you understood, Mr. Gautam, what I said? Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Basically, you have to do the SWOT analysis.
Have you understood, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
First
So
thing is,
it is expected that an organization which is implementing ISO 9001 must do a SWOT analysis year after year. That's number one. Number two, as an organization which is implementing ISO 9001 should identify the needs and expectations of each of its stakeholders. They should look beyond customers,
yeah,
employees, suppliers, community around, and all. Third thing, because every business organization would have 10 plus stakeholders. For every stakeholder, there would be definitely issues. It is pertinent, it is essential, it is important that an organization should capture the issues affecting, the stakeholder requirements. Mahesh, have you understood what I said?
Sir, yes, sir. I got it, sir. But only thing is, I don't know what exactly SWOT analysis is all about, sir, in detail. Only have basic steps.
So, see, you are in a learning phase. So, what happens is, at your age, I also didn't knew what is SWOT analysis, but over a period of time, I learned. So, make an effort.
Sure.
SWOT analysis transfers strength, weakness, opportunities, and
Opportunity and
threats.
threats.
Yeah. So every organization, they should do two types of SWOT analysis. One is their function wise or department wise, or and overall organization wise.
Okay, sir.
Now, yeah. Kindly keep it muted, Mahesh. Some construction work going on around you, Mahesh?
No, sir. My daughter, she is playing around.
मनहर आप बाहर चले गए थे क्या? अनम्यूट करिए.
सर इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम था इसलिए.
So आपके बेनिफिट के लिए मैं दोबारा रिपीट करूंगा. क्लॉज नंबर 4.1 में हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि क्या हम लोगों ने इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, क्या डॉक्यूमेंट करना है और क्या कैसे ऑडिट करना है. तो हम लोगों ने डिसाइड किया कि इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में हम तीन चीजें करेंगे. एक, स्वॉट एनालिसिस. उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो इम्प्लीमेंट करता है ISO, दे शुड डू स्वॉट एनालिसिस. टू, they should do the stakeholders identification as well as their needs and expectation. And तीसरा, कि हर stakeholder को क्या दिक्कतें होती हैं, मतलब क्या किस टाइप के issues हैं, ये सब पता करना, implement करना जरूरी है. मनहर साहब, समझ में आया आपको?
हाँ सर, आपने ये तो मैंने अब उधर तक तो मैंने देखा था, ये आपने टेबल भी ड्रॉ किया था, वो भी मैंने देखा था सर, बाद में वो चला गया.
Now, Mr. Raju, मनहर म्यूट कर लीजिए आप लोग. जब बात करेंगे तभी अनम्यूट कर लेना. Mr. Raju.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Yes, sir.
considering this organization has to do these three action items, SWOT, stakeholder, and issues.
Yes, sir.
What kind of
Yes, sir.
documentation? What kind of documentation an organization should have?
Documentation is the overall area, sir. What are the organization working in, suppose construction and procurement, and what are the areas, sir?
आप सुनिए 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 मिस्टर राजू.
Sir, sir.
आप घुमा फिरा के बात कर रहे हैं. I am asking very specific to you. I am saying clause number 4.1. If
Yes, sir.
implementation requirements are 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
So in 1, 2, 3 के लिए, what is the documents you require?
Yes, sir. Okay. Regarding SWOT analysis, sir. SWOT analysis, regarding SWOT analysis, what are the documents required? We have to implement that. And second, identity of stakeholders means and the organization, what are the people are working there. And we have to make one organization chart and identifying the that regarding this chart means we have to maintain some documents, sir, about them, personal documents, and personal data about that one. And stakeholder affecting issues, third one, sir. Third one, the document personal
Mr. Raju,
department they will maintain.
Mr. Raju, hold on.
Yes, sir.
If you want to become auditor, you have to speak clearly. You should know what you're speaking.
Okay, sir.
आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. And you want to become a best auditor. You want to grow career. If you
Yes,
don't
sir.
know, if you cannot frame sentences and talk, how can you become an auditor? Auditing is not checklist based. Checklist
Okay,
based
sir.
auditing, if you do, you will get certificate for 2,000 rupees.
Yes, sir.
So my request, see, nobody will tell you this. Other lead auditor courses which BVQI, BSI conducts, they will not tell this to you because they are taking their fees. They'll give you certificate and go away, but you will not build a career. I am cajoling you. I am coaxing you to improve your skill, improve your communication skill. Work on it.
Okay,
Spend 5 hours a day on improving your communication skill. Otherwise, you cannot see yourself as an auditor. Mr. Gautam Goswami.
Sir, for SWOT analysis, we will try to go through the SOPs which the company has.
Mainly, no, sir. I am asking a question.
Yeah.
Please understand, we have discussed implementation requirements. हर क्लॉज का हम 3 पहलू देख रहे हैं. कैसे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंप्लीमेंट करेगा, दूसरा क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स उनके पास होना चाहिए, और तीसरा हम लोग एज ए ऑडिटर कैसे उसको ऑडिट करेंगे. ये 3 पहलू देख रहे हैं हम लोग. मैं इतना सिंपल बता रहा हूं आपको, आप मुझे, मैं जो पूछ रहा हूं वो नहीं बात करके आप दूसरा कुछ बात कर रहे हैं. सर मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूं कि अगर क्लॉज नंबर 4.1 पे ये 3 चीजें इंप्लीमेंट करनी है तो उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पास में क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स होना चाहिए.
से दे हैव कोई रिपोर्ट होगा जिसके अंदर they will be noting down the issues. They will be having some customer complaint type of a thing, which that type of they must be having data. This data hoga, we will be trying to get those data from them. So regarding some analysis reports, we'll
okay,
go to that.
I'll try to help you to figure it out. अगर आप SWOT analysis करते हैं तो क्या डॉक्यूमेंट, व्हाट इज द आउटपुट ऑफ अ SWOT analysis?
So how much is his where is his strength and where is the weakness?
उसके बाद क्या करेंगे?
उसके बाद we'll give them solution to that. What will be the
no sir,
threat and
no sir. I think I want, if you see, good you are doing this course, you learn lot in this course. प्लीज गो टू यूट्यूब में या गूगल करके आप SWOT एनालिसिस के बारे में सीखिए. मिस्टर चक्रवर्ती, once you do SWOT analysis, what kind of documentation an organization would carry or have?
So here I would like to understand from the organization what are all the processes and how they have structured the process. I would like to know how they go about doing things, whether they have proper manuals or this thing for carrying out
sir. No sir. Do you understand what a SWOT analysis is, sir?
Yeah, it is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for an organization. So every organization has its own strengths. They may also have weaknesses.
So अगर हाँ
yes,
जी, अगर ये स्टडी किया, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने ये स्टडी किया, उसके बाद what is the output of this? What is the next thing which an organization should do?
Yeah, they have to address all their weaknesses and all. Strengths, yes, that's a good point they have. They can consolidate further if they can, but they have to immediately address what are the weaknesses. So they'll have to identify what are the weaknesses and how they should go about addressing those weak links.
Beautiful. So they should have something called as action plans. One for improving for strengthening strengths, for overcoming weaknesses, uh, uh, for exploring opportunities and for mitigating risks. Nothing about the threats. Have you understood, Mr.?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, as an organization, we should be looking at the organization should have a blueprint for change. They should have an action plan that after doing this SWOT analysis, because you are saying understanding the organization and its context. So this is the only way you can understand it. There's no other way. And after doing SWOT analysis, which you need to do every year, you should know how to improve, how to play on your strengths. That's number one. You should know how do you, how do you play on your strengths and reduce your weaknesses. You should know how to, tap the opportunities, and you should also know how do you handle this threats which your organization has. Have you understood, Mr. Rajkumar? Mr. Gautam, have you understood?
Yeah. Yes. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Got it.
So I'm see the flow which you are trying to do is you're doing a SWOT analysis. An organization is expected to do a SWOT analysis.
Yeah.
So उन्होंने SWOT analysis किया कि what is the evidence? You should have an action plan. Action plan for what they are going to do further. Kind of it could be prioritized. They may like to do 3 things in this year, or they may like to do 10 things next year. Okay. Mr. Raju, please interact with me because that will help you to improve your communication skills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Raju,
Yes, sir.
identify stakeholders, their needs and expectations. What type of document you should require there?
This is no idea, sir.
What is the document you require? Thank you. So you should have a table which has stakeholders as one column. You have needs as one column, expectations another column, issues as another column. So when you do this, suppose the employees, you need to know what are the employees' needs. You need to know what are the expectation of employees and what kind of issues employees is facing. So with this document, you are covering both 2 and 3. Mahesh, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Good. Now,
So I have a question here. You said we
Yes,
have to
sir.
prepare a table where you have this structured thing where you list out all the stakeholders, their needs and expectations and issues. Now we have to do this, or we have to give it to the organization and ask them to do it, or
Sir, we are discussing as a auditor. This is expected, but this is expected of an organization which is implementing.
okay.
I'm not asking you to do. What I'm trying to do. We are doing a lead auditor course. Now I'm explaining you the clause. If you understand the clause, then you can ask right questions.
Okay.
Without understanding the clause, how will you ask the right questions? How will you create value? Okay. Mr. Badya, what questions you'll ask? How will you audit? Clause number 4.1.
I will look at their action plan, then ask questions based on that. whether how are they addressing, or do they have any processes for addressing those?
So what is the maja there? क्या मजा आएगा उसमें? If you are just looking at the documentation and asking questions, will you enjoy? What is your contribution as an auditor?
So when we look at the action plan, you will get to see what
I'm asking you as an auditor, your job is to ask questions. So what questions you'll ask based on the implementation and documentation requirements? What questions you are going to ask?
Can I try, sir?
Yes, Mahesh.
Well, my question would be like as an indirect questions, like can you list out what are the issues you are facing with your employees or vendors, recent issues, or what
Already, no, those things you don't ask. What is your name?
Mahesh.
Why you ask such questions? When I know your name is Mahesh, why do I ask your questions, such questions?
So shall I try?
Yes, Mr. Rajkumar.
So I would like
see, I'm trying to do a role model, role play kind of a thing, so that we all learn. The purpose is that. If you don't, I don't teach theories. That's a difficulty which I have. I don't teach theories. So I want you to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing.
So I would like to ask them where they would like to see themselves in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years time.
No.
From directly we asking a question indirectly.
What I'm saying is, look at what they have done in implementation. Look at what they have done in documentation. Why don't you ask a question which excites them to talk about themselves? Your job as an auditor is to create excitement in the auditee so that the auditee talks.
So can we what are the action plans you have implemented to overcome the weakness of the organization?
Not a good question. Mahesh, have you gone through my audit course, which I have given you?
So
independent online auditor course?
So still yet to complete, sir. In between that.
Sir, February, March, April, 3 months. You should have gone by now. That those courses, those would have helped you, in this program actually.
Focusing on the strength, probably I'll ask them, how did you manage to become? How did you achieve this?
This one question is suffice. See, if they have done SWOT analysis, if they have done stakeholder needs analysis, if they have captured the issues, this one question will take care of. Uske baad, see, you have to only ask one question. You don't have to ask 10 questions. Ask one question and get to know what they've done. They'll tell stories that we have done this, these were the issues, we have solved this. Mr. Rajkumar, have you understood?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Manohar, unmute करिए sir, Manohar.
या सर मैं समझ गया.
So ऑडिटिंग जॉब बहुत मजेदार वाला जॉब है सर, बहुत मजा आएगा काम करने में. Only thing is थोड़ा सा we have to apply ourselves. That's very important. Without applying, we'll not be able to cannot So if you ask as an auditor, what changes you have made in the organization based on the issues you have found out or SWOT analysis, let them talk. Let them talk for hours. And from there you figure out what improvements further they can do. Because when you ask this question, they'll have a lot of things to tell. And from there, you can figure it out and identify what improvements. Mr. Kadam, have you understood this?
Yes, sir. It's clear now.
Your job is to ask one question. And their job is to tell stories for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days.
Yes.
जितना दिन इतना बोलने का मौका दीजिए उनको. Because then only you will be able to tell them कि आपने अच्छा काम किया, yes, but this areas need attention.
Yes.
ये भी आप कर सकते थे. ये कैसे करने वाले हैं? You can suggest some action items. Whenever you go for an audit, see to it that you give at least 25 action items. And that is possible if you ask right questions. Arvind, can you read 4.2?
4.2 is understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. Due to their effect or potential effect on the organization's ability to consistently provide products and services that meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements, the organization shall determine A, the interested parties that are relevant to the quality management system. B, the requirements of these interested parties that are relevant to the quality management system. The organization shall monitor and review information about these interested parties and their relevant requirements.
Good. Now, so if you're already done in ISO, one thing which you should remember is you have to look at clause holistically. So when you are doing 4.1, if you want to do SWOT analysis, without this needs and expectation of stakeholders, that is interested parties, you cannot do the SWOT analysis. So this action items have been already covered. So what you will do here, Bade? What do you expect in terms of implementation? What do you expect in terms of documentation? What do you expect in terms of auditing? Bade? Are you there, Bade?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. So under implementation, what you will do?
Because as you rightly said, based on the SWOT analysis, they have already identified the interested parties, stakeholders.
So what you will do now?
So how are they reviewing or monitoring? That's there in the action plan.
See, you should expect the client should review the needs, expectations, issues, and all, at least on annual basis, right? Under documentation, what you will do? What would you expect?
How they have reviewed it. The what changes you have done
No,
to the previous?
latest document
Of course.
of stakeholders. He can show you 4 years back में कभी किया था वो दिखा देगा. That's not. You have to see any system as dynamic system. So you have to see that is the needs expectation which have been captured is latest or purana. What question you will ask?
What has changed based on the last year? Or what actions?
Okay. What is the fun in it?
What?
How are you adding value? That simple questions are there. We can send a KG student, right? Why are you going? How are you going to add value? Because changes are captured here already. So what question, if as an auditor you'll ask to know their whether they're doing the spirit of it.
So asking a question like, how are you seeing the difference, of in year basis last year to this year? What are the difference you're noticing? Like whether it is the trend, basically, cross-checking the trend from there. And it's like, what do you see, or whether it is good, I mean, it's growing or not growing, whether you're understanding or not
Any other
understanding.
question? Any other question? Any other question?
Can we ask what have you done about the stakeholders' expectations? You've created a document, so you're asking a question.
Sir. Stakeholder expectations have been captured. They have been addressed. They have made action plans. We are asking what changes you have made in the organization based on the stakeholder expectations and SWOT analysis. That's covered. In clause 4.2, we have to see that things are on. So one thing which you need to see when organization is expected to do is it should review it annually. The document should be latest one. And one of the documentation requirements which I see is whether they have a latest document with respect to stakeholder needs expectation. Now my question to you, don't ask which is a question which is obvious. If your name is Mr. Chakravarti, you will not ask what is your name. Ask questions which will trigger them to think. What question you will ask so that they improvise the current documentation, they improvise the current implementation.
Sir, probably I will ask what they are going to do with this in future. So what their future plans will be, or how they analyze it for future.
See, one of the questions which I would ask them is the business is always changing. So they should tell us which stakeholders they have added. There could be a new addition of stakeholders, you don't know, and they have not updated it. There could be a possibility that current business scenario, or because of some certain reasons in business, they might have modified or removed a particular stakeholders, category of stakeholders for a particular reason. So as an auditor, you cannot ask things which are obvious. Your job is to probe, your job is to ensure that you dig out in detail. So asking question like which stakeholders have been added, modified or removed in last 1 year and why will help you to, help them more. Mr. Arvind Badya, does it make sense to you? Arvind Badya.
Yes, sir. Correct. Got it.
So, but what kind of additions can be there for stakeholders? I mean, now generally we have a say about 10 to 12 stakeholders in any organization.
Say for example, yeah. There is a new production line which has come in, or there is a new product which has launched.
Okay.
There could be different stakeholders.
Right.
There is a possibility because of certain reasons, they have removed the stakeholders, like because of current pandemic situation, there is no transport services being offered by the organization. That category itself is removed. There is a new stakeholder which has come in who only provides work from home furniture, work from home net services, all those things. The needs, expectations are different. The issues are different. Mr. Rajkumar.
Yeah, got it, sir.
ऑडिटर का काम बहुत सोचना होता है and you should enjoy. How was the session so far?
Good.
Aditya.
Very much learning oriented, practical learning मिल रहा है.
बहुत प्रैक्टिकल होना चाहिए, नो थियरी. बिल्कुल किताब को हाथ नहीं लगाना जब ऑडिट के लिए जाते हो तो. Right. So we have started at 6. Let us have a bio break, 5 minutes. All of you.
Okay.
Don't log off. Keep there, be there. Just video off कर लीजिए. Mahesh. Aditya.
Sir.
Okay. Aditya, can you read?
Yes. 4.3. Determining the scope of the quality management system. The organization shall determine the boundaries and applicability of the quality management system to establish its scope. When determining this scope, the organization shall consider A. The external and internal issues referred to in 4.1, the requirements of relevant interested parties referred to in 4.2. The products, C. The products and services of the organization. The organization shall apply all the requirements of this international standard if they are applicable within the determined scope of its quality management system. The scope of the organization's quality management system shall be available and be maintained as documented information. The scope shall state the types of products and services covered and provide justification for any requirement of this international standard that the organization determines is not applicable to the scope of its quality management system. Conformity to this international standard may only be claimed if the requirements determined as not being applicable do not affect the organization's ability or responsibility to ensure the conformity of its products and services and the enhancement of customer satisfaction.
Mr. Raju, can you read it?
Yes, sir. 4.3. Determine the scope of the quality management system. The organization shall determine the boundaries and the applicability of the quality management system to establish its scope. When determining the scope, the organization shall consider A. The external and internal issues referred to in 4.1. Second, B. The requirements of relevant interested parties referred to in 4.2. C. The products and service of the organization. The organization shall apply all the requirements of this international standard if they are applicable within the determined scope of quality management system. The scope of the organization's quality management system shall be available and maintained as documented information. The scope shall state the types of products and services covered and provide justification for any requirement of this international standard that the organization determine is not applicable to the scope of its quality management system. Conformity to this international standard may only be claimed if the requirements are determined as not being applicable do not affect the organization's ability or responsibility to ensure the conformity of its products and services and the enhancement of customer satisfaction. Yes, sir.
Good, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
सर ऑडियो प्रॉब्लम है कुछ?
Yeah. So, Aditya, what do you
Yes.
think implementation requirement, documentation requirement, and auditing requirement would be?
यहाँ पे they've asked to refer to 4.1. So implementation requirement will be like same which we have already done, or something different.
Raju, what do you understand by determining the scope of quality management system?
Sir, you are asking implementation requirements, sir?
Yes.
Oh.
Arvind Kadam.
Yes, sir. So basically here organization has to decide their services and products, what they are going to give to their
See, कोई भी business,
Yeah.
कोई भी business पहले decide करके ही शुरू किया जाता है.
Yes.
So, Arvind Badde.
They should determine the scope.
Excuse me, sir. Audio को कोई problem लगता है, sir. Audio बराबर नहीं आ रही.
किसका ऑडियो प्रॉब्लम है? किसका ऑडियो प्रॉब्लम है? हेलो. Whose audio problem is there? Somebody was saying. मनहर, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे? अनिकेत.
No, sir, I am able to hear you.
मनहर, आपका कोई प्रॉब्लम है क्या?
मनहर was talking about.
हाँ जी.
मनहर बोल रहे थे लगता है.
Yeah.
Audio.
So Arvind Badde, we need to really wear the hat of your experience. When you say determining the scope of, so what do you think is
identify the scope and boundary which covers under this quality management system for 9001. What
how
on the
how do you determine that?
For example, if they are having a manufacturing and services, if they are considering only services part to be ISO 9001 certified, manufacturing is excluded because it's done in a separate plant or whatever. So those boundary has to be identified and the scope for the 9001 system has to be defined clearly. What is included and what, if at all, is excluded has to be mentioned.
Sir, implementation requirement here, basically we need to understand what need to be delivered and what not to be delivered. Define it properly based on our.
We should ask for the latest scope document.
Excuse me, sir. Audio problem आ रहा है.
See, you need to operate as per the licensing requirements, you know. So any business, you know, even if you're developing a quality management system, you need to develop a quality management system as per the requirements of the license. That is the scope. Mr. Mahesh, have you understood?
Yes,
have you understood?
Sir, can you bit elaborate on this one? So when you say licensing requirement,
whether you are doing carrying out an IT business or a manufacturing or service, you are supposed to take a license to operate.
Yes, sir.
So that when you get a certificate, the government of India would give you a certificate stating that what business you are into, and you have to stick to that business. You take license under one pretext and do some other service is not permissible, not permissible. Mahesh.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So for that to happen, the documentation requirement has to be your latest
Valid license.
Approval.
ROC. Register of Companies gives a certificate. Your scope of work scope of the system has to align with the ROC. Now, knowing what you look at implementation, knowing what you look at documentation, what will be your question pertaining to audit?
We will last question with respect to license renewed date, or what is the latest renewal?
So you'll get the answer. Then what's the benefit? Asking such questions, what is the benefit? Don't ask questions which has the answers which are obvious. Rajkumar.
Have you added any new product?
Yeah, any changes then in the latest document, and any changes there is, and why the changes?
Please ask for changes in the business and the corresponding license. That should be your audit question. Mr. Aditya Jain, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So here I have a small question. Due to the exigency or external factor, for example, now we are having this COVID problem and everybody, there's shortage of oxygen. A lot of industries are deviating their manufacturing oxygen as a new product, or they're churning out oxygen. How do you treat that, sir? Is that
See, if you go to the ROC documents, the list gives a lot of objectives. Some or other way it will get covered.
Okay. Yeah.
Normally 10 to 11 objectives are expected to be stated when you are going for a company registration. And if you look at a company registration document, at least in this 11 categories, one other thing will get covered. So look at the company registration.
Suppose it does not get covered, then you have to take new registration, something like that. Then suppose he has done, suppose he has done due to the emergency, he has changed his strategy as per his. So at that time we go for any this audit.
Yeah. See,
that time
he cannot change strategy overnight, and he cannot operate business without license.
So if he has applied also, that is also a relevant document.
Yeah. It is. Please read the clause 4.4. Arvind Kadam.
Yes, sir. Quality management system and its processes. 4.4.1. The organization shall establish implement, maintain, and continually improve a quality management system, including the processes needed for the quality management system and their application throughout the
Excuse
organization.
me, sir. ऑडियो वीडियो कोई प्रॉब्लम, दोनों का प्रॉब्लम है सर. हेलो.
Yes, sir. It must be on your end, sir.
हेलो.
Pandya ji.
हाँ.
I will continue. The organization shall determine the processes.
एक मिनट होल्ड करिए. Yeah, Manar sir, how can I help you?
सर ऑडियो और वीडियो दोनों नहीं आ रहा. वीडियो अभी मेरा सेल्फ वीडियो आ रहा है, आपका वीडियो नहीं आ रहा है और आवाज भी बराबर नहीं आ रही.
बैंडविड्थ प्रॉब्लम.
आप मोबाइल यूज कर रहे हैं, लैपटॉप यूज कर रहे हैं?
अरे सर मैंने मोबाइल में
क्या यूज कर रहे हैं सर आप?
मोबाइल. Using mobile M28.
मनर साहब, मनर जी,
I lost him.
Sir, I have question in the previous 4.3.
1 minute, sir. आप लॉग आउट करके फिर लॉग इन हो जाइए. लॉग आउट होके फिर लॉग इन करिए.
You can pay your credit card bills on credit and on credit.
We'll wait for him to come.
Cashback and rewards.
The reason I don't want him to lose out, that's the reason. Wait for 2 minutes. He's trying desperately.
Yes, sure, sir.
What I'll do is I'll share the recording with him. So we'll continue. So Aditya, you had a question.
Sir, I had a question, Gautam.
Gautam ji, boliye sir.
Yeah, last paragraph it is written, no, conformity to this international standard may only be claimed if the requirements determined is not being applicable. Need some more elaboration. What means the scope which says not covered. Not covered.
I'll read it out. I'll read it out for my understanding also. It says that conformity to this international standard may only be claimed if the requirements determined as not being applicable do not affect organizations' ability or responsibility to ensure the conformity of its products and services and the enhancement of customer satisfaction.
So as an auditor, our role will be what in this?
Yeah. See, you are doing particular business and you're providing particular product or services. In addition to that, there may be some requirements which your business requirements or your stakeholder requirements could be there, which may not be part of your I'll take an example and talk. Who is Srilita? Manar Pandya. Yeah. Manar Sahab, is that okay? Are you able to listen to us now? Mr. Manar? So I'll read out again. I want to take an example and talk. Conformity to this international standard may only be claimed if the requirements determined as not being applicable do not affect the organization's ability, responsibility to ensure conformity of its product, services, and enhancement of customer satisfaction. Now, without example, this cannot be understood. So, anybody else can do? Arvind Badya, can you make an attempt?
I think this clearly says if during the scoping, if they say like certain aspects are not applicable, no, it should be clear that why it is not applicable. It should not be part of them. For example, if they're let's say they are manufacturing a product, so that would be covered in the scope. Maybe the design of the product may not be covered because the design is done by someone else, and then they are just using only for manufacturing process probably. So the design could be excluded from the scope. Does it satisfy the requirement?
See, it is possible that you are doing a particular kind of business and you are declaring yourself that you are complying to ISO certification or ISO standards.
Only for the production.
Only for production. And there may be some elements which are not, you don't want purposefully to be captured as a part of ISO 9000.
Correct.
Say for example, I'm not able to figure out an example. So, Gautam sir, during the aaj ke din mein hi, during the course of discussion, I'll give an example and tell you. That will be much better. It only says that, you know, if you are claiming that your organization is complying to quality management system for particular kind of business, what kind of, you know, in spite of what kind of exclusions के हिसाब बावजूद आप claim कैसे कर सकते हो, that's what it is. But I'll give an example and talk. That will be better.
So can I add something, sir? Now,
Yes,
we are having the current scenario of this thing, you know, now all the, let us say, for example, ready-made clothes which are being manufactured. Now these ready-made clothes are coming with the customized mask of the same fabric. So isn't that a deviation? Now, if that is okay with the that conformity is because of the current prevailing situation, can that be an example?
Okay. Now, I'll give an example. It just came out to me. One of an organization, business organization, which is, its name is Vishal Peripherals, where I brought my laptop recently. And when I visited that guy, because he's a BNI member, so I thought I'll give a business to him. I visited. Under Vishal Peripheral brand, they're already certified for ISO 9001. Mr. Gautam.
Yeah.
Vishal Peripherals is already certified for 9000 for trading of your laptops, desktops, IT accessories and all. Now, because of Corona, they ventured into trading of masks, sanitizers, oximeters, thermal scanners, etc. Nothing wrong, but they're doing the business on that thing, and it's not covered under ISO 9001. That's what it talks about. You cannot say that you are doing business based on ISO 9000 quality management system. Your ISO 9001 is meant for the IT peripherals and all, not for the trading aspect of the business.
Okay.
Whereas in your statement of registration of activity, there could be an ancillary activities which you might have listed and you can cover it as a registration. You don't require a license for it. It's just a trading activity. So a generic mention of trading activity, if it's mentioned in the license, it's fair. Have you understood, Mr. Gautam?
Yes, yes. But how do we ascertain that it's not affecting quality management system?
No. See, when we are invited to audit, we are supposed to trust and go by the mandate for which business we are going to do the audit. We don't have to interfere in their other aspects. That's what my belief is. But there.
Another example could be, for example, we are certifying a builder. So the builder, you know, it could be only for the building activities per se. If the design is done by an outsourced architect or another department of architecture, which may not be covered under the scope, which means they would not be claiming.
But it will ultimately affect the quality of your building. If it is affecting, then it should be in the scope. It should be in the
okay,
scope.
Gautam, one thing. Yeah. How it is affecting, there is a separate division of IT people who are handling IT business. These are the people, existing resources, office staff, who is selling this mask sanitizer to their existing customer. How it is going to affect their existing business? It is only helping them to generate more revenue so that they can pay their salaries.
So, yeah.
They can take
so if there is no relation, then it's, if there is a related to the quality, then it comes under our scope.
Yeah. So if it's currently, it is the example which I took and talked. it is not going to affect their current management system. But hypothetical case I cannot discuss.
Okay. So we have
Can I
to
go ahead?
ascertain, yeah. So we have to ascertain whether it is falling into our it is not affecting the quality management system, thus not deviating from the original scope.
No, suppose the organization doesn't want
additional thing.
Organization doesn't want to be covered in ISO scope, then
We have
you
to
cannot
ascertain,
force
no,
them to cover it.
but we have to ascertain whether it is, as an auditor, we are supposed to ascertain, is it that
You
it
can
is
ascertain, you
affecting?
can check with them. You can check them if you notice it. If you don't notice it, then what will do?
Okay.
If you notice, if you come across it, then you can ascertain it. Otherwise, it will be difficult.
Sir, in the example I was referring, I have a different division for designing of building, and then I have a different department for building the project itself. So I am taking ISO certification only for the building activity, not for the designing activity, because that's handled by a separate department or something. So that department I would.
But the design is going to affect the building. No.
Promote as design and build.
So the design is going to affect the building. Should not be as an
No,
auditor.
Badhya, that is wrong. Badhya, that is wrong example.
No, because design is going to affect the building, so it has to come into quality management system.
It has to be part of quality management system. If even you cannot say that I'll not cover design into that.
Can't do it. Yeah, that is what I was telling. Okay, we have to ascertain, no.
No, but in the scope.
What if the design is outsourced, sir? Because I'm just a builder, so I'm going to have ISO certification for my building activity. So the quality of the building
design is going to affect your building.
My dear Badhya, will that be not a part of stakeholder?
Stakeholder will be there. No, I'm talking about the scope.
It has everything with respect to, if you're providing a product or service, all interested parties have to be covered. You cannot exclude and say that, no, I don't want to cover. There was a company, ITW Signote. It's my client. They said, I only want marketing and sales ISO certification. I said, I'll not do it.
Right.
Said, okay, we'll not give order, we'll get it from somebody else. After 1 year, again, they came back and got complete ISO done from me. Because I talked logic. It was about 15 years back.
The Arvind Badhya's example, it's a non-conformity then,
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. So, Mr. Kadam.
Shall I continue reading? Yeah.
Please restart. Please read 4.1 and 4.41, 4.42, and then explain what are the documentation requirements, implementation requirements, audit requirements.
Okay. 4.4 Quality Management System and its processes. 4.4.1 The organization shall establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve a quality management system, including the processes needed and their interactions in accordance with the requirements of this international standard. The organization shall determine the processes needed for the quality management system and their application throughout the organization, and shall determine the inputs required and the outputs expected from the processes. B. Determine the sequence and interaction of these processes. C. Determine and apply criteria and methods, including monitoring, measurement, and related performance indicators needed to ensure the effective operation and control of these processes. D. Determine the resources needed for these processes and ensure their availability. E. Assign the responsibilities and authorities for these processes. F. Address the risks and opportunities as determined in accordance with the requirement of 6.1. Evaluate these processes and implement any changes needed to ensure that these processes achieve their intended results.
Right.
H, improve the processes and quality management system. 4.4.2, to the extent necessary, the organization shall A, maintain documented information to support the operation of its processes. B, retain documented information to have confidence that the processes are being carried out as planned.
Now, what I'll request is all of you, please read this fourth clause, 4.41 and 4.42, and I'll give you 3 minutes time, and after that we'll interact because this needs to be digested well. Please figure out what are the action items for us with respect to documentation, what are the action items with respect to implementation, what are the action items, what are the questions you're going to ask. So I'll give you 5 minutes time. This is the fundamental, this is the basic clause which all of you should.
Okay.
Take 5 minutes time. बाकी लोग किसी का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर, बाकी 11 लोग हैं। आप तो अभी आपका वाईफाई का ही प्रॉब्लम होगा, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा। तो 12 लोग को क्या करूं मैं? ठीक है, मैं एक बार बीच में कुछ लोग आ गए थे, मैं लॉक ओपन करता हूँ, अभी आइए एक बार मैं होल्ड करता हूँ। मनर साहब, मनर पांडे, अनम्यूट करिए सब मनर साहब। So, are we ready? Clause number 4.4, it talks about quality management system and processes. So, what are the things an organization is expected of implementing? What are the documents an organization should have? And how are we going to audit this? If you are ready, please start talking.
Implementation would be processes and procedures.
Sir, not able to hear you.
Implementation could be processes and procedures.
The process flow chart should be there.
Will that be documentation or implementation?
No, if they are having a process flow chart, they have to implement a process flow chart. Then only they can carry out activities.
So the
No,
process
actually
flowchart
both.
has to be in documentation, sir.
List of
Flowchart and list and sequences of the process.
operational procedure.
Even sequences also has to be mentioned as well, like after the list of process.
So let us finish documentation part of it. Then we'll go to the implementation. What else you require?
It's also talking about manpower. Manpower resource it is talking. It's a resource list.
Test manuals.
SOPs. SOP standard operating.
Inspection reports.
What else?
Internal audit report.
Production records.
Sir, roles and responsibilities.
Check.
Keep it muted, please. What else? Gautam.
So we can about earlier non-conformity reports or something like that, earlier audits.
It will be part of records, right?
Hmm.
So, in nutshell,
Change document
if
also. If
yeah,
the process
in
changes,
nutshell,
process.
yeah, in nutshell, if you have a process manual, all things whatever you are talking will get captured.
Yes. So there is also a mention of risk and opportunities once again here.
Yeah, so it will be part of process manual, right?
Yes, so that will also be covered in process manual.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have undergone my course of risk assessment,
yes,
course on process manual, we have covered this, actually. Gautam Sahab, I had done a program on how to prepare a process manual for your business. In that, I have covered all these things.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, coming to implementation. What do you mean by implementation? What do you mean by implementation? Rajkumar. Process manual is your document which is supporting your implementation. But what is the implementation? Mahesh.
Whether you have going as per your commitment or whatever you are committed to.
No, sir. Implementation is all action items, sir. Tell
Yes.
me about action items. Yeah. Lena.
Sir, carrying out actual operations as per process manuals.
Deviations,
Yes.
if they have any deviations done.
Sir, any training?
आदित्य, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे?
Sir, anything related training comes in implementation?
రాజు గారు. Mr. Aniket, what do you cover in implementation?
So I think this is the implementation of the quality management system. So in this, we will have processes of monitoring, evaluating, and reporting those reporting the non-conformities.
Just hold on. There are 14 people. How come 14 people have come there? Arey Mirajkar Sahab and Ramna ji, this is not our regular meeting. This is a lead auditor course going on.
Okay.
Saturday we don't have any. Saturdays we don't have any meetings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a lead auditor course going on.
Okay, then, sir. Shall I exit, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Aniket.
determine the inputs that are required for the process and the outputs that will be coming from this process.
सर वो तो प्रोसेस मैनुअल में कवर हो जाता है सर.
Right. So
जब आप प्रोसेस का ये प्रोसेस का डायग्राम देखेंगे आप, ये देखिए सर, ये एक प्रोसेस का इनपुट्स आउटपुट्स क्या कंट्रोल करेंगे, क्या चेक पॉइंट करेंगे, तो प्रोसेस फ्लो चार्ट बन जाएगा तो सब चीज कवर हो जाएगा उसमें.
Right. So we will understand the inputs and outputs of the quality management system, like what we will monitor and what will be we will define the definitions of the errors, and we will have its reporting as well.
Aditya,
Sir,
what do you think?
If you identify the stakeholders' requirements here, identify the stakeholders' requirements.
Sir, implementation में जब प्रोसेसेस आइडेंटिफाई किए आपने, उसके बाद क्या करेंगे आप? प्रोसेस मैनुअल बनाने के पहले क्या करेंगे आप? ऑडिटर का कोर्स कर रहे हैं करके भूल जाइए आप. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ये क्लास को कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे? एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यह क्लास कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करेगा?
I will try and understand what is the process and where they are deviating.
Yeah, PDC आएगा क्या? Will the PDC
Beautiful sir. कौन बोला?
Me, Gautam.
Gautam ji, very right sir. Thank you so much. Love you. Implementation में basically you need to adopt PDCA framework for all your activities. तब जाके आपको प्रोसेस फ्लो चार्ट्स बनेंगे, तब जाके आपका रिस्क असेसमेंट सब चीज होगा. That is one thing which you need to look at. Second thing, Gautam ji, what is the other thing which you should do? Under implementation, you need to determine processes. I'm just trying to save time. Determine the processes. And number 3, based on the activities you do. Based on the activities of the organization. Number 3, stakeholder wise, requirements jump. Which processes are meeting or which processes are enabling it? Mr. Gautam, have you understood, sir?
Yes, got it. Got it.
Yeah. So I'm just to save the time, I thought I'll do this. One, we need to list out all the activities in the organization, see how PDCA gets applied. 3, we had identified what are the requirements of stakeholders, how these requirements are going to be, which processes are going to meet this requirement, help us to meet this requirement. That's what we have to do. And everything would come as a process manual. That's the documentation. Now, Mr. Gautam, what is that one question you'll ask so that your audit cycle or audit probing begins? There could be 100 questions you can ask, but what is that one question you may like to ask to begin your audit about this aspect, clause number 4, 4.4. Take a wild guess. We all go through this.
Yeah. So I'll ask him to detail his process first thing, what he's doing. Right.
Okay.
So once he starts speaking, he will detail it out. Okay, this is what the process is, my input, this is my process. So he will detail it out. I can then note down whether it is tallying with PDC or whatever we have done in this process laid down, whether it is as per the process or not. So I can ask him to give the detail of his process, how he's doing it.
What else? Badde, Aniket, whatever questions we can ask.
Has there been any
Haji?
change to any of the has there been any change to the process or any improvements implemented last year?
Okay. What else?
Was there a need to drop any of the processes? Or was there a need to improve on the process, or you thought something was obsolete or was superfluous?
Still in this starting lineup.
Kindly keep it muted, please. So please check the revision history of the process manual. You'll get the answers. Because every process manual should have a revision history. So if you see the revision history, you can figure it out whether they have made changes, not changes. What else we can ask? Mahesh? Kadam? Lina?
So what are the latest improvements brought in the process or the product or the service which meets the client's requirement or exceeds the client's requirement?
Mahesh, you have a background noise.
Can we ask about?
Mahesh, can you check your background?
One minute, sir.
Yeah. Kadam.
Yes, sir. Since there is process manual and there are roles and responsibilities, can we ask question about the training on it? Because once they have process manual, there must be training to the staff.
Proper skill is there or not? Skill sets, maybe, I don't know, skill sets.
Am I audible now, sir? Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
Mahesh. Yes,
Arvind Kadam, that's a wonderful question.
Yeah.
How have you trained your teams on process manual? What normally happens is people prepare process manual, they do a lot of hard work, but they don't train their team members to understand it and execute it. The purpose of preparing process manual fails. The purpose of preparing process manual fails actually. Any other questions we can ask? Aditya.
How do you address risk? Risk and controls.
यहाँ पे थोड़ा superficial रहेंगे तो ठीक रहेगा, because there are clauses related to risk assessment where there will discuss.
ठीक
यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ऊपर से आप because you don't have to audit clause wise, right? It can be a mixture of it, but we are trying to understand the requirement of the clause so that we can develop some questions, and this document I'll share with all of you so that it's a handy kind of a thing, you know? And please don't ask questions one by one. This is a combination and you'll have to use your judgment in asking the questions. Aditya, have you understood?
Yes.
Good.
Any
So,
suggestion for improvement we can ask?
not here, sir. So, we have spent about 2 hours time and completing only clause number 4. How was the session, Arvind Kadam?
Sir, very good. So that much detail, I think no one will be giving. So we have gone each line, each word, each clause in detail.
If you learn few steps of cycling, you can do cycling yourself. You know? So I made an effort, deliberate effort, so that you all start thinking the way it is expected of in terms of implementation, documentation, auditing.
Yes. So these 3 steps we can apply to every line,
Every clause, every standard, whether it is
Yes.
ISO standard or
Yes.
non-ISO standard, this is the
Correct.
model you should follow.
Correct.
This is the
Perfect, sir.
model you should follow.
Yes.
Can we take a break? I'm exhausted.
Sure, sir.
It's tiring actually when you deliver with intensity. Where it's tiring. So give me a 10 minutes break, then we'll discuss. Thank you.
Yes.
एक बार की बात है extraordinary करते हो आप बाकी जो डेडिकेशन है सब गानों को फॉलो करता ये अपने आप में ही बहुत नायाब बात है बहुत अच्छा निभाया पाया सब बहुत आपकी आवाज बहुत कभी साहब इसमें लगी बहुत स्पेशल जो आलाप जो आपका है वो लगा भी उसकी वजह से बहुत कंट्रोल चाहिए और आप बहुत अच्छा गाए और पूरा गाना कमाल बस जोरदार था या बुजुर्गों ने फरमाया के पैरों पे अपने खड़े होके दिखलाओ फिर ये जमाना तुम्हारा है जमाने के सुरताल के साथ चलते चले जाओ फिर हर तराना तुम्हारा बसाना तुम्हारा है अरे तो लो भैया हम अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़े हो गए और मिला ली है ताल दबा लेगा दांतों तले उंगलियां लिया ये जहां देख कर अपनी चाल धन्यवाद के पग घुंघरू के पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी और हम नाचे बिन घुंघरू के पग
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Yeah. So these are some of the assignments which have thought of. One, please consider as organization of your choice. It could be a IT, it could be a food company, whatever it is, and try to carry out this uh, 6 activities: SWOT analysis, stakeholder requirements issues, stakeholder-wise requirements, how this process are going to meet, sample license, flowchart of any 3 processes, and prepare a sample process manual with the index and mention what content you'll cover as per each of this contents or index, chapters which you have in the process manual. And last not but least, if you understood my delivery, it would be nice It will be a lot of learning if you prepare yourself, clause number 5, 6, 7, and then we discuss. You will have a lot of learning. You'll have a lot of learning and you'll enjoy. And it's one time, and because you don't have to again revisit this now. But for 8th May, this is suffice. I'll share this document with you in the our group. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
So Mahesh, sir. So you have mentioned in the assignment the sample license. What exact activity has to be performed here? So when you say sample license.
Suppose you have taken a catering organization, just example, or if you have taken a financial institution, there has to be some licenses. So you should know how the license look like. That's it. Any other question? Aditya Jain.
So you have to like take any organization like based on any particular activity, particular industry, may suppose, and we have to like what points you have given, you like SWOT analysis. We have to do it
for that industry.
For that organization, you have to do.
Visualize karo.
Visualize करके.
हाँ जी. You don't have, you cannot do without that, right? थोड़ा विजुलाइज करो आप. आपका एक्सपीरियंस है, आपका 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है बोला आपने. Based on that, you try to visualize and write down. See, it's basically as an auditor, you have to picture yourself as an implementer first. Then only you will have a lot of ideas to ask questions and all. So all my assignments are basically kind of a which creates a feeling, you know, basically. Then without feeling, you cannot conduct audits.
प्रोसेस मैनुअल में क्या हम लोग को जैसे की जो टॉपिक्स है उसको लिस्ट आउट करना है कैसे? वो भी तो पढ़ा सकते हैं.
हाँ जी, पहले उसको एक इंडेक्स बनाइए. जैसे आपने लिखा कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रोफाइल, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रोफाइल में क्या क्या कवर करोगे उस तरह से. सो प्रोसेस मैनुअल का क्या चैप्टर्स रहेगा और उस चैप्टर के अंदर में अंतर्गत आप क्या क्या कवर करोगे लिखो एक बार आप.
ठीक.
Mr. Rajkumar.
I wanted some more insight.
On what?
Now you said flow chart for any 3 processes, no? Now there are 2 flow charts there. One is that PDCA, the other one is the schematic representation of the elements. Are you referring to that?
Yes.
No, because flow chart, you know, I'm still not very clear about the flow chart. So maybe I need your help in understanding that PDCA. I can see that, but still I've not got a proper grasp of that PDCA.
So what I'm saying is, schematic diagram जो है, you read that schematic diagram, apply it for which is your
sector?
Favorite dish?
My favorite dish is mutton biryani.
उसका प्रोसेस बताइए, प्रोसेस फ्लो बनाइए आप.
ठीक है.
Because when you learn that way, दुनिया में कोई भी प्रोसेस का प्रोसेस फ्लो बना सकते हैं.
Okay.
The reason I told you to prepare is you might prepare once, then you will not like it. You change it, then you will prepare second one. So that's how you prepare, improve your skill level. That's what I have done.
Okay.
Any other question? Lina.
No questions, sir. Understood.
Mansi.
No, sir.
Manar साहब अनम्यूट करिए.
मेरे लिए तो सर ये सेशन पूरा फ्लॉप शो जैसा हो गया है सर. मैं आपका रिकॉर्डिंग सुनूंगा, बाद में मुझे पता चलेगा.
बहुत अच्छा है सर. गुड सर, नो प्रॉब्लम. मैं भेज दूंगा रिकॉर्डिंग अभी आपको. Aniket, any question? See, many people take ISO 9000 very lightly. Actually, if an organization implements only 9000, there's no other standard required actually. If an organization implements sincerely one standard, that's 9001, they don't require any other standard. But it has become a business. You have 1000 standards. 9001, I have built my career only on 9001. Only one standard, 9001. So it's a fantastic standard. You can be a self-employed, you can do audits and a lot of things you can do. When you add value, you'll get money, a lot of money. Aniket, you were saying that you want to earn 50 lakhs, but you have to become an expert on that.
Yes, sir. I will, sir.
Because if you become a specialist of everything, you will not have value. You choose one thing and become a specialist. Specialist का value ज़्यादा रहता है.
Yes, sir.
And बाकी सब स्टैंडर्ड बहुत दिमाग वालों के लिए रहता है. जैसे मानसी है, उनको 27 आता है. बाद्या है, उनको फुड स्टैंडर्ड आता है. कदम है, उनको EHS आता है. वो सब मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है. मेरे को खाली छोटा छोटा, दिमाग मेरा छोटा है, तो मैं खाली 9000 ही कर लेता हूँ. मानसी,
Yes, sir.
क्या बोलोगे? बहुत दिमाग है आप लोग के पास, आपके पास, बाद्या के पास.
No, sir. You are an
कदम के पास.
expert and we are just students. We are learning from you. We are still learning.
So one is when you do it, you'll have conviction to talk. When you're talking to client, if you don't have experience and then you talk, you'll fail. So what I'm trying to install in you, all of you, is that if I'm able to talk to you, it's basically I have made my hands dirty. So I want all of you to, put your, efforts in gaining the experience. Do one project, 10 projects, 100 projects, and then conviction comes, and then you can talk, you can train, all those things. It's a process. And you should have intensity, because if you don't have intensity in delivery, even if you are doing an assessment, people will not pay money to you. When I'm saying 50 lakhs you can earn 50 lakhs very easily with this course itself. But there is a way to it. Earning 50 lakhs, you have to earn the first 50,000 also. Arvind Vadde is getting a call for dinner. So I know. You are giving ice. आंखों में अपने बीवी से बात कर रहे हो तो दिख जाता है. So, Lena, how was the session today? Any experience sharing?
Yes,
What
sir.
did you learn?
Yeah, it is very nice. Means theoretically, I learn about that ISO, but now you are explaining so nicely. So it is now means digesting, and understanding very well. And with our assignments, I will do more it practically. Thank you.
Mr. Raju, how was the takeaway? Sorry for being tough with you because for the session, I'm Guru. So if I'm not tough, then you'll not learn. So that is the reason I wanted to push you hard. I'm sorry for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
How was the learning?
It's good for me, sir. Whatever you're giving advice and everything, I'm taking, sir. Learning, this is actually, I have to study a lot, sir, in this matter. And your assignment is also very nice. I will go through that one and I will come it out, sir. Totally.
Mahesh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. This is called as experiential learning. There is a science to it that when you do experiential learning, the learning is more actually. Mahesh.
I'm just wondering, sir, why I'm not able to answer at least some of the questions. Where exactly I'm lagging behind? So I'm thinking on that, in fact.
Whenever I ask you a question, you go negative. I am asking you what you have learned today.
Yes, sir. I mean, the learning, it is, of course, I mean, the way how we need to probe, how do we think, the kind of observations we have to do, and before that, how do we see as an organization at this point of time? Actually, that has been changed. So I'm trying to correlate with my existing organization at first because that is kind of a kind of an experimental lab for me because I do face this kind of challenges in a daily way, in and out, in my being a part of the central quality. So I'm trying to correlate these things over there and to try to find out. Yeah, having said that,
And
yes.
sir, learning is a process, and don't have too much of expectations from yourself. See, you grow as a person over a period of time. So you just begin and you just started. If you're learning ABCD, tomorrow you start learn how the words are made, then how the sentences are made, then how you write an essay. So it's a process. Don't be your own critic that I'm not able to answer, I'm not able to understand. No, please see what are you learning, what are the takeaways you have. At your age, at this session, I think the kind of experience you have, you should be thankful that during this interaction you took away about 10 things more. You know, that's the way you should
Yes,
look at it.
one thing is this, I mean, as I said, I'm trying to correlate with my existing, I mean, problems of my delivery unit, which I'm handling right now. So how do I correlate and how do I implement this? Basically, how do I mean, implement this knowledge over there to get the answer of the questions which I'm facing now in real time. So that is one thing which I'm trying to do. And most of the time when there is a question which has been rising across with respect to process manuals and the questions and basically when we're asking about the quality management system, the process, and to be precisely with respect to the continuous improvement and also stuff and all that, right? Yeah, probing me to ask some more questions, the right questions. So I'm going back and
Do me
thinking
a
what
favor.
exactly.
Do me a favor. You know.
Yes, sir.
You have paid franchisee 2.36 lakhs. I have given you 6 courses.
Yes, sir.
Once. Yeah. Can you pay again 2 lakhs? I'll give the 6 courses again to you so that you can go through tomorrow. No, something which is there with you, you don't value it. Something which is there with you.
The biggest problem is my biggest problem is my undefined time frames.
No, so that also is mentioned in that routine. I think if you can work on your routine, Badhya, why don't you mentor him?
So I'll talk to him.
Yeah, mentor him. Right, oh sir. Thank you. Good night to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
I'll
very
share
much.
the recording as well as I'll share the document also.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.